Translating your vision to reality, a key high-performance habit. Let's get into it. So what does it look like to translate your vision to reality? This is obviously a key aspect of leadership. You know, a lot of leaders that I work with, there's a complaint about them, especially the CEOs or the founders or the department leaders that I work with. A lot of times people will talk about leaders like they've got their head in their clouds, or they talk too much about vision, or they don't understand how it works down here, you know, on the ground floor or something. And in many ways, that's okay, by the way, because the CEO, the founder, the leader of the team, really your job is to be a visionary first. Because as I've said, without a vision, there's nothing really to lead for. We need that vision of where we could be and what is possible, and then that requires leadership. However, at the same time, it's obviously important that we also have our eye on execution. We need to be able to execute the vision, and that's fundamentally why teams are great, because you can take visionary leaders who see something that's possible, then you organize a team, and the team's mandate is to fulfill the leader's vision. Okay? Now, you don't have to work there if you don't like the vision, but what really works well is if you're all involved in a vision that you believe in, that you care deeply about, and in fact, where the vision stops being the leader's vision, it becomes your own vision, no matter where you sit on the team. So if I'm a leader leading a team of people, I'm always looking for ways to have whatever future it is that I want to have happen, my vision for the business, for the impact we can make. I want that to live for people at the level that they own it themselves. You know, when people talk about wanting ownership and accountability, they want people to own the goals of the enterprise. And we know that's a critical high performance aspect, is that people interact with the business like this is mine, even though it's not theirs, maybe financially on paper, but they bring that kind of ownership mentality to any position in the company. And that's a very high state of operation in an organization. But that's often because the leader has done a good job or surrounded himself or herself with people who have done a good job in inviting people to participate in the vision of the company in a way that they really own it. So that's a large part of a leader bringing a vision to reality. Right? We need to involve others and introduce others to the vision in a way that you're asking for their partnership, not just demanding they fall in line and follow orders. So the high performance practice is to make sure that your vision is articulated in a way that you can share it with others,